to be acknowledged, to be given attention. What you honor, there's a term that I would not normally use, and I will modify it somewhat. It comes from Christian teachings. That is, what you honor or what you love is not the creature or the created, but you love and honor the creator in the created. I wouldn't call it creator because that brings up the idea of some external agent that creates things. But there is a truth hidden there to honor the life essence, the one consciousness within each form. Although the form is short-lived, as all forms are. So to honor it is to honor that, but really what that means is there's a recognition there. You can't really honor it unless there's a recognition. The recognition comes when you approach something or someone or any life form without the conceptual barriers created by the thinking mind. When you approach it without that, there comes a recognition that is not on a conceptual level, a sensing, a knowing of the other as not different from you, a sensing, a knowing of the other as ultimately yourself. And when that is recognized, then you honor everything in the manifested realm. Because you recognize yourself. And that honoring is also love. So when we say to honor is really to love it, to recognize it as in essence one with yourself. But should doesn't work. If I say you should honor, why should I? But it comes naturally in that recognition, the honoring of life. Even of life, the forms of life. Although yes, they are short-lived, but they are honored also. The life within the form, the great mystery, the unmanifested within the manifested. And then on the level of form, whatever shapes and forms come and go, when that which is beyond form is recognized, then whatever happens on the level of form is recognized as only of relative importance, not absolute. And then one could say, it matters, but it doesn't matter that much. What really matters is for you to know that essence around you in the other, so that ultimately there are no others. And so the essence of egoic consciousness the root of suffering, and also the root of evil, what we call evil, is complete identification with form. So that any other form is reduced to a mind object. Its life is not recognized because you are so identified with this form, both physical and psychological, of the form of me, or even worse, the form of us, a group, a tribe, that only recognizes, it completely identifies with this our belief, our form, our history, us. And the more complete the identification with form is, the more suffering arises. The more suffering you create for yourself and others. The more suffering you create in the world. And so if sometimes people ask about the nature of evil, and it is only that, completely trapped in your own form. And then the opposite is true, that the recognition comes that you are in all forms. No longer trapped in that little bubble. Physical form, of course, you're somehow trapped in there for a while, but then the bubble of the psychological form of me. And then from there you look out onto a threatening world.